Hello, everyone. I am BJ from BJ's Crochet, and it is FO Friday. This is where we get to share our finished objects. Welcome to my returning subscribers. Welcome to my new subscribers. I hope you enjoy the family. Welcome to my channel members. And if you are catching the replay, thank you so very much, Team Replay. I really appreciate it. And thank you all for coming in this cold Friday afternoon. TGIF. I don't know if you had told me that I would say that 28 degrees was warm, I would have said no, but it's 28 degrees and I'm like, hey, it's a heat wave. So Roberta is going to have us start off this live with the dance. Everybody kick off your shoes. Thank you so much, dear sweet Roberta. You know how much I love you. And let's get this party started. Hey, how is everyone? Is everybody warm? I know this has been a traumatic week for everybody involved, but we're going to end this week on a high note. Chris is here, taking photos and putting on Facebook, thumbing and sharing, drinking flavored water, and lurking while working on Son's Christmas sweater that Yarn was also late for. Good Lord, Chris, where did you order from? Remind me. You know, I suffer from CRS. And there is Miss Kathleen and Trey. It's 34. Girl, you've got 34 degrees in New York. Ooh, I have one mitten off my hook, but it's in the other room. I have to frog the seam. I just did a slip stitch across the edge, and so it makes for a flat finger end. She didn't like that, so I did not weave in the end. So I'll just frog that and go around it with a needle, which will make a round end. That she's only got two choices. And in my cup, I have hot chocolate with just a hint of Kahlua because it's Friday. And it's been a traumatic week. Rita, I am working on eyes to my small amigurumis and waiting for my chronic fatigue to stop being a pain in the behind. I know. I said I have to. My lamp is right there. I just have to unbox it and plug it in. It's one of those big lights for SADD. And you see it sitting right there. So yeah, I need to do that. Jeanette, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. And Sam is here. Yay. Cammy's here. And there's our sweet dinky Jen. Hello, everybody. And Jen is okay. I nearly had the wind taken out of me, but I survived. How about you? I'm glad you survived. Good Lord, girl. The wind that blustery. And there's our dear Sarah. Hello. Sam says, oh no, that doesn't sound good. I'm okay. We'll be better when these socks are done. Yeah, we believe in Sam. Yes, we do. And she says, thank you. I will get it done. And then maybe I will sort some yarn. Girl. Did you ever find that ball of yarn that I said was under the chair, or is it still missing? What happened to that ball of yarn? Ivy, I love that bracelet. OM to the G. You are out here doing some serious work. I love it. I really do. Chris says, hobby for daughter-in-law, your inspirations for son, changing to dishcloth Jennifer. So hobby and your inspirations both were that late? Oh, well, I don't know what to say. Jeanette sent me an email. Thank you very much. VJ, you can tell Shawty her buddy Cammy said, get to unboxing the light. She won't be back until next week. So hopefully I'll have it unboxed by then. I don't remember it until I'm in here or until I'm in the other room on the couch and I've got my legs up, and then it's like, I don't want to get my legs down and get off the heating pad. When I remember, I'll go get it, and I never remember. I guess I have to put a notice on my phone. Sam is still missing, and now it's taken a DPM and a Chigu needle with it. Okay, they're off on a sabbatical somewhere. Well, I mean, you can't do anything with just a ball of yarn. You have to have some needles, but one DPN and one Chigu. I don't know what that pattern is going to be. That sounds interesting. Jen says, I've been commissioned to make a pair of socks for a London shop. The yarn was delivered today and it's gorgeous and soft. Oh my. Jen, are you going to make the socks the same pattern that you showed Wednesday? I love that pattern. Oh, that is so pretty. Rita says, I got a red lamp therapy yesterday on my door. I opened and used it at once. Oh. Now, back in this part of the world, the red light district were brothels. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm gonna call you this evening after the babies go home. Chris, I love seeing you compete with me. See? Sam says, these house elves I got are going to work some miracles with that DPN and Chigu. Can't wait to see it. Rita is laughing and she says that didn't come out right. Yeah, I couldn't. I was going to go down a hole with that. It didn't matter what you were trying to say. It was going to be a hole, Rita. I just couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. Jen says, no, it's variegated. So thinking of either a vanilla sock or a small pattern. Uh-oh, Jen's thinking. Red therapy lamp is the word. You mean red therapy lamp is the word for this? It's got a white light, though. It's not red. Red therapy lamp is the one for the one you have on your door. I'm just going to shut up. You might not be, but thank you. So, oh, girl, you're cleaning instead of crocheting? Oh, honey, darling, take your temperature. You're not late. You are, as they said over at Miss C's, you're here at the time you were supposed to be here. No, the one you got is red therapy. Okay. Oh, you forgot the FO again. Did you send it out? Is it gone? Take your phone, take a picture of it, and send it to me, please, and thank you. Renee, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Shelly, welcome in. Shelly, I answered you, and I think I understand what you were saying. I have to look at your tree because I think we just cross because I'll write to you again. I'll write to you again. Yeah, so girl, take your temperature. There's the only political thing I'm going to say today is since we were pulled out of the World Health Organization and the people who are being allowed in do not have to show documentation that they have had vaccination for the vid. On my community tab, I put a link to the World Health Organization so anybody who is interested can keep up with what's going on themselves because we're not going to be told. That's the end of my communication. Chris says, Rita, maybe that's why the other hookers could work all night. Yeah, they used to call it the red light district. At least here they did. And if a lady was walking down the street and she had on red high heels, you just assumed that was her profession. And to this day, I have never owned a high heel. Just not that anybody would. Nobody's going to pay for this or even ask about it or see if it even still works. But it's just that thing in the back of my head that nice girls didn't do that. I'm a good girl. Or I used to be. You can't tell by what's coming out of my mouth now, can you? Babbly poo, please. My thing jumped again. Please spreading joy, love, and happiness. I need to see your Mud's location as I keep finding. Girl, oh. If you find a Nathaniel in Pike County, Mississippi, no, Missouri, he's mine. The ones in Maryland, I haven't sifted out because it makes me crazy. The Muds were Catholic. And in Maryland, all of the baptismal records are in Latin. And first cousins were always marrying first cousins. So trying to keep straight which John and Mary are marrying which John and Mary, son of these people and daughter of these people who I know are brothers and sisters because they're cousins over here. I gave up on that. I said I would do that when I had absolutely nothing else to do. And I keep finding other things to do because trying to read that in Latin just had my head swimming. That and the old English handwriting. Yeah. What did not have fun, did not have fun at all. You are welcome, Chris. You are welcome because I seem to spend my evenings looking at these people on the YT because I can't watch mainstream TV. So I got to find out what's happening. And I share what I find out for anybody who's interested. And if you're not interested, don't worry about it. And there's a blackout event. Yeah. Yeah. But if we know what's going on in their countries, we just can assume it's coming over here eventually. Yep. You just want to play it safe. Girl, yeah. I got a lung infection and almost died once. That would be the end of me, and I definitely don't want it. I am too. And I know where they intersect. Pour les pour coucher avec toi, c'est toi. That's it. That's the connection. That's it. I told you it was basil. You didn't believe me when I told you. That's it. Well, they can do it. We can't do it. They're no longer monitoring Facebook, so I'm not really paying any attention to Facebook anymore, except for the group. But all the other things that they put up there, I'm not paying any attention to because it's not being monitored, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that people are just putting out there just because. But let somebody say something about one of them, then you're in trouble. Hi, Granny. How you doing? I got the bus gassed up. And there's our dear Darcia. How are you? Thank you for coming. And Granny, I got some things I'm going to be sending to you this evening because they're funny. What about all those shoes with red bottoms? Is that the reason they didn't go over here? You know what? No, that's because they're like $2,000 a pair. Long heels and red bottoms. Those shoes are more than, I mean, it's only the rich and famous who can afford them. The rest of us, nah, nah. I can't even afford Air Jordans. I'm just saying. That's- I, I, and the truth will set you free. That's all I got. That's all I got. Oh yeah, it's yeah, yeah. This is from our dear sweet crochet cabin, Miss Kimmy, who shared with us the sweater she finished because I couldn't remember which sweater. Oh, Lord, which sweater she was working on. So she sent me an email to share. This is what Kimmy was talking about on Wednesday, and that is just absolutely beautiful. Look how even the striping is. That is beautiful. I know it's a cake. I know she didn't color control, but sometimes the cakes, when they work up, they look kind of crazy. That one really looks nice. Yeah, Granny, I got a funny for you. I got two funnies for you. I know you saw Reese, so I'm not sending you Reese, but oh my Lord. Yeah, I'm having good fun. I'm having good fun. Yeah. The best we got, Chris, is um that line dance for long heels and red bottoms. And I can't do that dance. It's crazy. It is more than I can contend with. Even when I was dancing regularly, it won't happen until I get my back together. Sam says, I meant play it safe by not wearing red shoes, but yeah, I got two white lungs and 206. Ooh, had late rights twice. Oh no. And now got COPD because of it. So I hear you. Girlfriend, oh my gosh. I am so sorry. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not wearing red shoes. I don't even have red flats. Forget about the heels. Mm-mm. Yes, and we are so happy Pebbles is here. And how are you feeling? And happy Friday, Marsha Lee. So glad to see you. I got you, Granny, because I got a couple of funnies for you. Yeah, Kimmy did a great job. It is pretty pink and brown, and I don't think of pink and brown together. You're kind of back. Gonna be Maryland, Kentucky, and Missouri. Yes. Yes. And yeah, they're all related several times. So when we don't have webbed fingers and toes, I mean, it's just they kept getting, what is it? They kept getting uh a special dispensation so that the first cousins could marry. Mm, I love Reese. The first time I looked at him, I was like, "Ooh, I can't deal with you." But something I was following came up in his feed. So I looked at it and I laughed all over the place. And then you mentioned him the very next day, and I was like, "Yeah, I just saw that." So yeah, I'm getting into Reese now because I couldn't get with him. Looking from one side to the other, I was like, "What?" I Yeah, I like him. And there are times when I even break down and watch Don Lemon because they go into the facts. They dig up stuff, and I was like, I remember that now. Shelley says, "Wait, what's the problem with the Christian Louis Vuittons, except the price and all that?" Those are the red bottom shoes. That was it. We were talking about red shoes were for street walkers, and Chris was asking, was it the same thing with the red bottom shoes? And I was saying no, I didn't think so. It was just that they were so pricey. Where did they leave England? Shelly, that's on you because I haven't gone past Maryland. Shelly may have that. I started when they got to the US. I went out today. It wasn't too bad. Then came back in. Now I'm freezing. What the heck? Go back outside and maybe you'll warm up. Make some hot tea, Roberta. I got nothing. You drag that cold into the house. You like Don Lemon too? Juanita, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for coming. TGIF, Juanita. That'll teach you to adult girl. I know. I know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got some adulting going on around here for a while. Yep. It's gonna be okay. We got 2 years. It'll be okay. We just got to make it with half a brain. Half a brain. Um. Wait. Oh, Jeanette. I did. Let me refresh. Then I got an email from somebody called Bala di Uba with a business offer. Why? I don't know you. We're not playing that. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Here's Jeanette. Jeanette, no, this is the one I showed last week. I don't have one from the. Yeah, I showed this one last week. I don't have one from this week. I like that little hat. That is cute. That is cute. Uh-oh. Shelley says, I have a photo of 5 generations. One Hammond married Mud, two daughter married Mud, three daughter married Mud, four daughter married Mud, five daughter married a Sullivan. Help us, Jesus. And those four Muds were brothers, right? Oh my God. Have mercy. Sugar Diamond, hello, hello. How are you? Thank you for coming. Yeah, that's the fam, Jen. Angelise, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? I am glad you are home from the corporate plantation. I hope they kept the wagon warm for you. You need ideas to decorate the hat. For the last one I just showed, you need ideas to decorate the hat. Roberta, what would your idea be? It's actually cute like that, Jeanette. Ricky, hello, hello. Leaving a like and showing some love. Have had a rough week. Love you all. Hugs. Hugs, Ricky. I am sorry you've had a rough week. Oh my goodness. Sam says, love heart, Jeanette, for V Day or Clover for St. Pat's Day. Pebble says, Jeanette, buried brim, add a heart or a flower. Okay, there you go. Darcia says it's so cute. Jennifer says hi to everyone she missed and hugs back. And Roberta says, no idea. As cute as it is. I agree. I agree. Okay. Now, that is the last one in email. So we are going over to Facebook while we can. I don't want most relevant. I want all. Please and thank you. Sam says, I checked to see if I had already posted this, but it doesn't look like it. But sorry if I did and couldn't find it. A shawl I made for Battle of the Stitches using wide HDC. Wide HDC? What makes it wide, I wonder? That is cute. That is really cute, Sam. Yes, we have to thank God. Jeanette Pebble says, make the brim of the hat match the poncho or shawl. Hi, Gigi. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? Darcia says, oh, I almost forgot. I posted my Afghan, finished it. Awesome. 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 Roberta says, sometimes, what happened here? I've never heard of. I haven't heard. Good. I'm glad it's not just me. Thank you, Jen. Sometimes I just call a project done until I get inspired a few days later. Ah, Sam says it's the same as normal HDC, but you put the stitch between the stitches of previous row instead of into the stitch. Oh, okay. Yes, I like that you can wear it several ways too. Dot dot, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? What is in your cup and what is off your hook? You like the boat neck? That is cute, Sam. That is a cute pattern. And I never thought about putting the stitch in between the stitches instead of in the stitch. That's a novel idea. Well, it's a novel idea for me. I've never thought about doing it that way. Was that the pattern or was that what you came up with? Just curious. Sam says my hooker versus hooker project, which I did just for fun, not an official victim, had to make a top in green, blue, and pink. Oh. Oh. I'm coming, you all. I'm coming. I got to get big enough so that you can see. Move Sam out of the way so we can see all this lusciousness. Wow. 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 And you made little bell sleeves. Look at you go, girl. Okay, when are you entering hooker versus hooker? Because you could have won with that one. And Pebble says she likes your shawl. Shelly says to Jennifer, I think the original immigrant mud was Thomas, sailed from Bristol. Might have been from Yorkshire. I need the mud book. Good luck with that. I don't think I've ever read the mud book. I couldn't get past the Maryland people, so reading the mud book wouldn't have helped me. Unless it sorts out the people in Maryland, because I did about 3 pages. I had such a raging headache, I gave up. Oh my gosh, I gave up. Roberta says, I'm doing the crochet along that calls for a ton of long slash extended HDC. Is it anything like that? Long extended HDC. What? Now, see, I'm not familiar with that one either. See, that's why I do things. I learned so much. You're sending snow people to North Carolina. That is nice of you, Jeanette. You have loads in Yorkshire. Oh, my aunt. That is pretty. It is a great hooker top. Sam says, my name is in the draw for hooker versus hooker, just waiting to be picked. Okay. Okay. And Sam is thanking Jennifer. Shelly says, it is so hard to find an original print. You can buy a reprint, but the pages and things are messed up. Oh, Lord. I wonder if my library has it. Marsha Lee says, VJ and everyone in the chat, are you guys going to try the Inspired by Grace blanket? I'm loving it. It is so much fun. There's different stitches in it. Is that the one Mikey's doing? The stitches between the stitches is how I learned to crochet. Really? What state are you in, Dorothy? Sam says, I don't know. It could be called an extended HDC. I don't think. Roberta says the long extended stitch is a regular stitch, but you put it in rows below. Okay, let's see. You're in Australia as well. Okay, so you're over there with Sam. Okay, let's see what Google says about the extended HDC, because I'm really confused now. But then we all know that there are several names for the same stitch. Where? I lost my trackball. Hold on, everybody. It says extended half double crochet and then pull through all three. So that would make an extended half double crochet, pull through one and then all. That's not, no. So you pull through one and then you pull through the two? Oh, thank you, Daisy. Here we go. Yarn over, insert your hook. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through one loop. Yarn over and pull through remaining 3 loops. Oh. Okay. Well, there we have it, and there we are. That's I have not done that stitch. All right, now I need to get rid of commercials. Okay, so that's the extended. What Sam did was take a regular half double crochet, and instead of putting it in the top of the stitch like we normally do, she put it in between the stitches. Sam says, me too, Dorothy. Didn't know I had to go into the stitch for the longest time. Oh. Shelley says, your library probably does have it, but none will let you check it out. I guess too many were not returned. Yeah, probably. Jennifer says, have you searched Google on the section of Google Books? No, because I don't even know who the author is. Who is the author, Shelley? Because if it's still in copyright, Google Books had to take all those books down unless the author has been dead 50 years. Jeanette says, I love to put smiles on faces. It is in my heart. That is sweet. Marsha Lee says, yes, VJ, that's the one. I can't wait to show you a picture next week in Whip It Wednesday. I am on row 17. Awesome. Shelley's telling Dorothy that her daughter spent the week in Tasmania. Ooh. Dorothy says, it comes from my nan. My mom showed how to crochet. That is awesome. I think it has been scanned and online. Okay, Shelley, where? That's not what you're doing, but that's what she calls it. Okay. Are you working with half double crochet below or between? She says it's not what she's doing. Now I'm confused, but it doesn't take much to confuse me. I think oh, you did that stitch on a bod hat? Okay, maybe so. Maybe so. I had never heard of it, but then I haven't done a lot of bod hats. Google shows you where it might be for sale or possibly a library. Thank you, Jen. Okay. Yeah, those mugs had my head going around in circles. Sam says, and lastly, a blanket I started early last year, which I just couldn't face finishing. So I just put a border on it and called it done. The blanket is the Enigma blanket by All in a Nutshell. MDL was just talking about and his Enigma blanket today. Lord, it was in my head and wouldn't come out my mouth. Hold on, everybody. I gotta fix this flipping phone. Everybody's going live now. That's pretty, Sam. Yeah, I can see why you couldn't face finishing that. Ooh, girl, that's a bit much, but it's beautiful. You did a great job. I love it. All right, where is my star? Who's my star? Come out, wherever you are. Well, okay. What happened? Give me just 1 second, everybody. Okay. I lost my store. I don't know how I lost my store, but I'm to where I was in the conversation. I just got to find where I was. There we go. Dory. Hi, Dory. How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for coming. How are you? Shelley says, some guy named Mudd, The Mudd Family of the United States by Richard Dyer Mudd, 1970. Of course, he's a Dyer, too. Well, 72 wasn't 50 years ago, so it's not going to be in Google Books. Oh, my Lord. Some guy named Mudd. Oh, my gosh. And I'm not going to the library until the spring thaw. So there is that, because it is too flipping cold out there. And I got enough people trying to get me out doing things that it's like, yeah, no. I liked the Maryland Catholics to Missouri. Richard. Now you're going to make me look and see if I have any dire relatives. That is a great blanket. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Hello, darling. Love the horses. Sam says, that's my dad holding it up for me. He is 6 foot plus. So it's a big blanket. Girl, yeah, it was time for you to finish that. Your dad is over 6 foot. Does it reach the floor? You see how far does that go down? It reaches the floor. Yeah, Sam, you did that, girl. You did that. That is beautiful. Kimmy, everybody loved your sweater. You did a great job. Roberta, that's the Enigma blanket. Didn't she do a good job? She did a great job on that blanket. You got a flat tire. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've got a slow leak in one of my tires, but I have a portable air machine in my trunk. I have to air it up before I go someplace. Dorothy says, the stitch I do is treble in between and make granny square blankets. Do just one square and flip each row. That'll do it. Barbara, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? What is in your cup and what is off your hook? Oh my gosh, Shelly says the table. Do you have the book, Shelly? Look and see if you have Nathaniel in there. Kitty, hello, hello. Thank you for coming. How are you? What is in your cup and what is off your hook? This says Thomas was Virginia to Maryland. Did they have a port in Virginia? Did he land in Virginia? Oh, Lord. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Lenny, hello, hello. Thank you for coming. I'm watching on my TV and I'm not looking at the chat. That's all right. I got you covered. Thank you so much for coming. What is in your cup and what is off your hook? Yeah, that was a beautiful sweater, Kimmy. You did a great job on that. I like that yarn. Roberta says, thank you. I have that one saved too. But a long project is tough for me. I understand. I understand. Well, make it smaller. Sam, is that the actual size of the blanket or did you put extra rows into it? Yeah, we all love the sweater. That was your first top down sweater. Oh, girl, pat yourself on the back. You did a great job. Oh my goodness, you did a great job. I wish I had that in my driveway. Yeah, I got it in my trunk. Mm-hmm. It's been too, yeah. What? Austrian, Dutch, English, Indian, and really? Okay. Um, okay. Shorty likes mint chocolate chip ice cream. I like the uh York peppermint patties, and I look like the little square mints. I don't care for it in my ice cream, really. Sweet iced tea and a knitted shrug. You finish the shrug, it's an FO. If it's an FO, you are welcome to email me a pic if you want it shown. Part 4. I need the ones in Pike County. See if you can find Nathaniel. Oh no, there are like a dozen or more rounds to go on it. Ooh. Angie! Happy New Year! It is so good to see you. How are you? See, all we needed was snow in the south to get Angie up here. How you doing, girlfriend? What you been up to? Roberta says, I took the center of Sophie's choice and made a wall hanging. So maybe. You know what? You could do the center of that and make it a baby blanket, but I would still want to put the stitches in between the stitches because those holes look a little large for baby blankets. But it is cute. I like that. No cup and a hat is off the hook. I am looking for another one to crochet. Awesome. Awesome. Kitty says, no, it's a beginning and very new. I am very much a novice knitter. You're not even crocheting, you're knitting. Go ahead with your bad self. Go ahead. Then, Muds and Other Wars of the United States, including World War One. I do believe he has forgotten the war that killed the most Americans, and they were on the losing side. Plus, Dr. Mudd. His education is sadly lacking. That's all I can say about Richard. Kelly, girl, you're all right. I know I was over at Elise Rose and Frizzy Bees. I was almost late myself because I was over there after I left Michael's because I went to Gigi's, left her, went over to Michael's, left him, went to Juliana, looked at, and I was dressing while I was watching Michael. And then it was time for me to come in here. I was like, oh my God. And then we're going to leave here. I've already got the bus gassed up. I inflated the tires. The tires are ready. So when Granny D goes live, automatically put your trays in the locked and upright positions. Bring your seats up to the upright positions. Keep your arms and legs inside of the ride at all times. And after don't forget your seatbelts. And after the the end screen, we are going to automatically go over to Granny D's. So when you see her go live, start doing the routine, buckle up for safety, and we're going on the party bus. You can put your hats on if you want. Happy New Year in the house since Wednesday, getting a little cabin fever. You know what? It might be safer to be in the cabin. I'm just saying. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. You haven't been to the center, Angie. What's wrong with the center? Don't laugh at me, Kelly. Don't laugh at me, girl. I've. And then when we leave Dory's, we're going over. It's Friday. Where are we going? After door, no, we leave Granny D. There is. I bring it every day and Southern Sisters. After Southern Sisters, Mishi has a members live or Juan. Then it's Juan. And after that, I don't know because everybody just comes on. She made a wall hanging. Yeah, girl, we're gonna be on the party bus. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Kelly, girl. Oh, you're snowed in. That was me last week. I was in the house for a week. It took me 3 days just to get the ice. Angie, I was so desperate. I took a cast iron skillet, put a little oil in it, my junk mail, set it on fire, and set it on the snow, hoping it would melt the snow down to where I could shovel it because the snow was wet. So I couldn't just push it with my scoop. I actually had to shovel it. I gave up. When it finally got low enough that I could see the ice, I took a hammer and used the claw end, and I broke up the ice with a hammer so that I could shovel it. Oh, and Crystal, the yarny crazy chicken lady. Yeah. Yarny cat and chicken lady. Yeah. Kel, that's a blanket. I did Sophie's Choice, but only got the center square done, so made it a wall hanging. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Sophie's, I looked at it, and when they told me how many pages was in the written pattern, I was like, I cannot. I can't. It was too overwhelming for me to even contemplate. Sarah finished the baby blanket. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Now, this is the difference between the now generation and the older generation. When my grandmother was teaching me to crochet 100 years ago, she taught me not to put holes in the baby blankets because the babies would get their fingers and toes in them. Nobody cares about that nowadays. That's how they're designed. And that is just gorgeous. But back in the day, our their rooms weren't as well insulated as what we have now. What bus? Yeah, girl, party bus. Kimmy says, I will be on Fortunate Creations tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Time for a game. Come check it out. It is so much fun. Okay, so that's 6 p.m. Central. I am not a big game player. I don't do any of the bingos or any of that stuff. So but I'll check it out. I think I'm subscribed to her channel. I just haven't been over there lately. There's so many people on. Roberta says, however, in the old days, they hung tapestries on the wall for insulation. Yes, they did. And they put rushes on the floor. Kelly says, BJ, same here. It was a danged book. Yeah, I was like, I cannot. I can't. Jen says, hey, Kel, just finished my ice cream. Num num. Girl, that's just wrong. That Jen, see, you messing with people. It is pretty. You messing with people. And then Tank's gonna come in here and tell us what she's cooking for dinner. And then we're gonna start talking about food. Suze has a kitchen towel holder, used a larger ring, holds the towel nicely. I use magnet to hold in place. Oh, go ahead with your bad self. Okay. How's the magnet in the washing machine, Suze? I've never tried to wash a magnet. That's a snap, girlfriend. Is it a magnetic snap? Tell me all the details. Roberta says, I didn't find Sophie's so overwhelming, but I hated the yarn, so stopped. Oh, what yarn were you using? Kelly says, Roberta, yes, they did. I think I'm going to make one to cover up an ugly wall. Oh, that'll work. Rebecca, welcome in. Good to see you. TGIF, girlfriend, how have you been? You love the Sophies? You did a couple, didn't you, Dory? And Roberta's like, food, breakfast time here. Are you having toast and tea or just toast? What, Dorothy, what's on your toast? Sam says, if it's a magnet, won't it stick to the inside of the drum? That's what I'm trying to find out. Kelly says, I'm still in the process of crocheting this rug slash blanket, but maybe it's a wall covering now. There you go. All right, Kelly, inspiration. But you know what? I'm seeing a snap at the top. So I think it goes over the okay, here she goes. She's like, yes, it's a magnetic snap. I'll let you know when I wash it. Okay, because I'm kind of like, I wonder how that works. You loved it too, but it was a lot, girl. Butter and coffee. Okay, I feel better because I was like, wait a minute. Do we have to send you a care package? All you have is a piece of toast for breakfast. We gotta feed you, Dorothy. Roberta says, I went food shopping and then got home and not hungry. So maybe y'all can inspire me. What did you buy? But I've done that. I've gone grocery shopping and I've stopped and picked up something on my way home so that I have a hot meal when I get home, and I unpack my bags that need to go in the refrigerator and the freezer, and then I sit down and eat my hot meal before I put the canned goods in the pantry. And sometimes canned goods don't make it to the pantry. Kel says, I'm sure it's not a rug now because my dog's claws will get caught up in it. Yeah. Yep, that's the one thing about dogs. Yep. Dory says, I am doing 4 Sophies. Love the book. So if you're doing Sophies and you're having trouble with it, see Dory. And Dory said, I wash my little purses that have a magnet in it. I never seen a problem. Okay, thank you, Dory. Thank you. Sue says, okay, here's me letting you know I hand washed it, turned out great. Thank you. And Roberta said, I got some really fresh sourdough bread from the bakery. Ooh. I want to get some sourdough. Oh, you know what? I got to go back and rewatch Michael's Christmas Live and see where Fiber Spider said that he got his sourdough starter recipe because I want to start a sourdough mother because nobody makes whole wheat sourdough bread. And I want wheat bread. I'm gonna have to make my own. Food, Roberta. I made pasta salad with shrimp in it since mom wanted that. I thought only people over here called it scrimps. Rita, you are not from the South. oh my God. The thing is, Sophie's read everything. She's very detailed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I don't see a Sophie's in my future. I seriously don't. I got to finish that other mitten that I could have had done yesterday, except I went down the legislative hole. Yeah, it was a hole, and I was on there, and then spring came on, Matt came on, Russ came on, and then I went to bed and passed out. Suze, that is awesome. I do mine with a button and a buttonhole. That's nice. And stuff to make stir fry. Ooh, I've got a turkey tenderloin that I cooked and some rice And I'm going to stir fry some vegetables to mix up with that. So I'm having turkey stir fry. Sanita finished her February. She's finished her February Noma already. Aren't we still in January? I'm just asking. Wow. Look at his braids. Good job, Sanita. That is awesome. And eggs. Ooh, you could make French toast. Norwegian, it is record. Swedish says record. Oh. Kelly is saying, sorry, my daughter was at door, brought my pain meds. Oh, don't be sorry, honey, because you need the pain meds. You need the pain meds, and it's nice that your daughter didn't make you go out to get it. Jen says, my local football team in Hull are winning at their away game in Sheffield. Woohoo! Dory says, you learn new stitches from a Sophie's. Girl. Yeah, I'm a bread girl. You're welcome, Suze. Yeah. My mother wouldn't let us just walk and eat a piece of chicken. We had to have bread with it. So it's kind of like we always had to have bread when we ate. If they weren't making rolls or cornbread or biscuits, we had to have some kind of bread. And when the bakeries here went on a bread strike, that didn't faze them because they were used to making bread. Combination of old stitches making new ones. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, Dory, you have convinced me. I don't want to do the Sophies. Roberta says, I was looking at a chef show and he said to put a pinch of baking soda in the marmalade to make it tender like the restaurants. Really? Wait, stop jumping. It is cute. Yeah, French toast. Mm-hmm. You got some nice sourdough bread. Mm-hmm. Or you can make grilled cheese. I did see here on YT someone made a sourdough starter with gluten free, so I'm trying it on later this year. Awesome. Here too, VJ, always a bread. Yeah, we had to have bread. We couldn't just walk and eat meat. Mm-mm. Dawn, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? Thank you for coming. Roberta says, I've been thinking of making a starter, but afraid my son-in-law will think it's spoiled and toss it out. Tell him what it is and put a label on it. I have another FO this week I emailed. Okay. Barbara, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Dory says, at my mom's house, my mom had sourdough bread. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my grandmother, that's what they did back in the day. Because we'll say we didn't have store-bought bread. Pebble says, surprise, not a somebody. My first ever granny squares. They will be shared amongst friends for a blanket. Pebbly poo. How cute are these? Oh my goodness. So cute. That's going to be awesome. That green, that dark green and yellow, that is really a nice contrast. Kelly says, if you want to tenderize your meat, you can also soak it overnight in buttermilk. Now, I've heard of soaking chicken overnight in buttermilk before you batter it and fry it, but I have not heard of soaking meat in it. We usually just use a meat mallet and beat it to death. And I have cream cheese. I could make a stuffed French toast. Oh, Roberta. Aren't those pretty, Dawn? Pebbles, pat yourself on the back. And you're not feeling well. Look at what you can do. Oh, Pebbles, I love them, and I usually avoid granny squares, right? Are we still waiting for the stitch? No, did you not get tagged in the email in the post? I tagged everybody in a post on my community tab. They went out a couple days ago. Check my community tab because I did the ad with everybody's name on it. It should have pinged you that it was there. No, they are in the mail, and I apologize for the delay. Yours and Mara and yours and Mara and Jen's are in the mail. Gail did not email me until yesterday, so hers are not in the mail. Roberta says I always soak my venison in buttermilk. Really? Now, we used to soak the venison in Italian dressing. Buttermilk? Really? Thanks, y'all. They were on and off for 2 months. You did a great job. You really did. That green and yellow contrast is really pretty. That's a nice contrast. Then she gave us a closer look at the pattern. Okay, Barbara, it's coming in the regular USPS mail because I padded them and put them in a card and mailed it. They should arrive okay because I've padded the card and sent things out before and they came okay. Because even as light as it is, if I had sent it pirate ship, it would have been ridiculous. So yeah, I just stuck a stamp on it and said, "Go forth, be gone." I've done pretty good adulting this week. I have really um gotten some things accomplished. Sarah has a granny stitch V-neck sweater by MJ's Off the Hook using tea time. Really? Okay, we got the grannies going on here. Yeah, Pebbles did a great job. Dawn P, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? Thank you for coming. What is in your cup and what is off your hook? Coley, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? They do look like a garden bed of flowers. They did, Cal. You hit that nail on the head. This is really cute. Yes, cute and comfy. No, this is not Pebbles. This is I think this is Sue's. No, this is Sarah's. This is Sarah's V-neck granny sweater. Now watch. The next one will also be a granny stitch. I bet you. Bet you by golly, wow. Okay. Another pair of fingerless gloves by MJ Off the Hook. Boy, I'm glad we didn't put money on that because I would have lost. They're cute. Oh man, let's see. Hold on, I need a smaller comment. Oh, Sarah, those are cute. Those are cute. Rita says, on my needles or threads, sewing my ammies and attaching eyes. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's a pretty sweater. Dory says, I've been a good adult this week also, VJ. So glad it's Friday. Amen. Amen. I'm glad it's Friday. Then we have Sandra. Oh, Sandra has a mosaic blanket done in the round, finally complete. This is on my full-size bed. Good gracious alive. Mosaic in the round. Oh, this is beautiful. Everybody sit down, get a napkin to catch the drool. Wow, Sandra. Oh, that is gorgeous. And that is on a full-size bed. Oh, I love the colors. Ooh, that is so pretty. I love that. Kelly says, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an adult any longer. I hear you, girl. I hear you. I know, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Rita says, oh, Rita's running away. Rita, stop running. I'm trying to see what you're saying. Yeah, Kel, she said it was in the round. I can't stand it. I am glad it's Friday because Mama's coming home on Monday since we got our care plan approved this afternoon. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is gorgeous. She didn't say whose pattern. Put in the on the Facebook page and ask her whose pattern it is because she didn't say. I hope that's the guest room because I'm on my way, says Kitty. She said it was in the round to show off. Speaking of Sandra, there she is. Sandra, look at you. They want to know what pattern that is for the blanket. You got here just as we were talking about you. Were your ears burning? Oh, that is gorgeous, girl. I'm just waiting for someone to yell Jumanji so I can get off this ride. Roberta says, I have several of those patterns. Really? Kimmy says, Pebble, I love your squares. I was washing dishes when it came up. Angie says, that is beautiful. This is not Pebbles. This is Sandra. This young lady did that blanket. The pattern is Nature Spirit by Sarah Athy. Thank you so much, Sandra. That is absolutely, I'm not a red person, but that color palette just blends in so nicely. I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay, Granny, we'll be over there shortly. Skip to the loo, my darling. Sandra says, yes, my ears were burning. Girl, we were sitting here drooling. I told everybody to get a napkin to catch the drool. My brain says, I want to make it, but I am like, nope, girl, I hear you. My brain says that would be beautiful. My hand says, no, mm-mm. Kimmy says, all I can say, Sandra, wow. See, Sandra, you told me you did a mosaic in the round, and I was trying to figure out how in the world you did that. But girlfriend, that is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Ooh, that's a masterpiece. That is an absolute masterpiece. Roberta says, Sarah Athy. Yes, I love hers. Do you have her African spirit, Sandra? Yes, that blanket takes your breath away. Sandra, do you have her African spirit? Roberta wants to know. That is, ooh, ooh, ooh. I see. I could use that as my background. picture. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then Ivy is showing her daisy wristlet. Oh, Ivy, this is so cute. You all are so flippin' talented. I can't stand it. And Rita says, that's fantastic. And I can give you my address. And Kitty was asking if that's the guest room, Sandra, because she's on her way. Kel says, Darcia, my daughter has been asking to come home and be a kid again for a while now. I get it, right? I kept telling my daughter once she got to be grown, she wouldn't like it, and she agrees with me now. Yeah, that is just flipping. Sandra says, doing it in the round eliminates the ends. I do have the African spirit, but I haven't done it yet. Now, see that I would like that, Sandra, if it eliminated all of those ends. But that is just gorgeous. Honest to Pete, that's gorgeous. Pebble says, Kimmy, the center is your tutorial of the willow squares with extra for borders. Kel wants to know if it was difficult. Roberta says, Sandra, I've been a big chicken to start it. Yeah, Ivy does. That beadwork is beautiful. It is really beautiful. You chef's kiss. Oh, Sandra did not find it hard. Yep, those are beads. Ivy crochets with beads. Good afternoon. How are you, Stina? Kate, you are fine, honey. This is what time you were supposed to be here. And we are so happy to have you. Yes, yes. Ivy's beadwork is stunning. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She is one talented lady. You all are talented. I'm just blown away by Sandra's blanket. Oh, gracious me. Um, you know what? We may have to have a part 2 tomorrow because you all have been finishing things. Gracious. Dinky Jen has spring dishcloth passion flower. Looks nothing like the real thing. I've done that and they called it a daisy or a chrysanthemum. I thought you had a different type of pattern because, yeah, that does not look like a, but it's pretty. It's pretty. It is gorgeous. Kelly says, oh, wow, I make jewelry too, but those tiny seed beads are just way too teeny tiny. Itty bitty from me. You have to get that light that I have from Amazon. Stina says, sit down with the cold, funky voice and all. Oh, you're still, oh, girl. Luckily, it is still only a cough. Hope it remains there. Oh, honey, I am so sorry you are unwell. We can't have that nonsense. I'm so sorry. How long have you been ill? Kate says, I have the beads. I finally found the cord and got the leather as well. I need to start. You are inspiring me. Okay. Whoa. That's why I keep coming back, Kate. Inspiring. Yes. Barbara said, pretty flower. Kelly says, I forgot as usual to take. I hear you, Kelly. I hear you. I hear you. And Rita has chocolate with lemon and licorice. You have chocolate with lemon and licorice. Okay. You've been sick since Monday. Well, they say 7 to 10 days. You should feel better by next Monday. I hope it's just a cold. I hope it's just a cold. But I know when you don't feel good, it just seems to drag on forever. And I'm so sorry. Rita has a cat. Oh, that is too cute. Oh, and Granny D just went live. So we all know what we have to do, right? That is too cute. I would like to thank everyone who has spent the last hour with me. And you could have spent it anywhere, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do not take it lightly. Please like, share, please join. Rita, that's an odd combination, but I like three. Socially distance. Do whatever you need to do to protect yourselves. Uh, just keep up with what's going on so you know how to protect yourselves. And Michelle comes on at 10 tomorrow. Stina, you don't have to leave because I'm going to take us over there automatically. If I get my act together, we will finish FO Friday tomorrow morning before Michelle goes live at 10. But we'll see how tomorrow goes. But I love each and every one of you. Stay in your seats. I hope you're buckled up because here we go for the ride. Take care now. Bye bye.